stay broke? Unless you fix this mindset. It's not a threat, it's a pattern. And odds are, you're stuck in it right now. You work hard, the paycheck hits, and then boom, 3 days later, you're already wondering where the money went. No luxury. No big splurges. Just rent, groceries, bills, survival. It's exhausting. And deep down, a question starts to haunt you. Is this all there is? But here's what nobody tells you. Your real problem isn't your income, inflation, or even your spending. It's the invisible script running in your mind, the one quietly sabotaging every financial move you make. You don't see it. You just keep repeating the same cycle, hoping more effort or more money will magically change everything. Spoiler, it won't. Because the truth is, until you change the way you think about money, you'll keep living the same month on repeat, different numbers, same stress. This video is your chance to finally flip that switch. Not with gimmicks. Not with guilt. But with the exact mindset shifts that separate those who survive from those who build lasting wealth. And once you hear the first shift, you'll start to see money, and your future, in a way you never have before. So stick around. If you've ever felt like financial freedom was out of reach, this is where that changes. Most people wake up already feeling broke, like there's never enough money to cover everything. That's classic scarcity mindset working overtime. It's like living in the first few episodes of Breaking Bad, where Walter White was so focused on survival, he couldn't even imagine thriving. But when you start thinking about financial opportunities instead of limits, that's when things shift. The foundation of financial psychology is understanding that money is energy, and energy flows where attention goes. Here's the thing, when you constantly say stuff like "I can't afford this" or "I'm always broke," you're programming your brain to stay stuck. A great example: think of The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith. Even when he was broke, homeless, and pushing through pain, he focused on possibility, not lack. Real money habits start with your thoughts. Try this: every morning, say out loud 3 things you already have that bring value to your life, even if it's just Wi-Fi and coffee. Developing a powerful money mindset means actively seeking opportunities. Next time you're scrolling through social media and you see people showing off their success, don't think lucky them. Instead, ask yourself, what habits did they build to get there? Financial education is about shifting questions like "why me?" to "how can I?" Start by consuming content that boosts your mindset. Podcasts like The Ramsey Show or books like Rich Dad Poor Dad are great to rewire how you see money. When you train your mind to see abundance, you'll naturally start spotting ways to make money, even in places you ignored before. It's like when Neo finally sees the Matrix code for what it is, full of possibilities. Your personal finance journey starts with flipping that internal switch. And guess what? Once you do this, you'll be ready to tackle the next big block, owning your financial story without excuses. Let's dive into that next. Let's be real, blaming the economy, your job, or even your upbringing won't grow your bank account. That's just you giving your power away. It's like in Rocky Balboa when Rocky tells his son that life isn't about how hard you get hit, but how you keep moving forward. Financial psychology teaches that the moment you take full ownership of your money story, your personal finance game changes. No more excuses, just actions. A good start? Grab a notebook and write down every excuse you've ever used about money. Seriously, get brutally honest. Things like "I don't make enough" or "investing is risky" need to be called out. Then next to each excuse, write one small action you can take today to prove it wrong. Maybe it's skipping that $7 coffee or finally watching a YouTube video on how to make money with side hustles. Little wins stack up fast. Here's a pro tip most people ignore: accountability. Share your new money habits with a friend who won't let you off the hook. If you've watched Suits, think about how Harvey Specter never let Mike Ross slack off. Same vibe. Set weekly check-ins on your progress, whether it's saving an extra $20 or reading a chapter of a financial education book. The goal isn't perfection, it's momentum. Once you start acting instead of blaming, you'll notice something crazy: opportunities that seemed invisible before start showing up. It's wild how this works. The shift feels like going from black and white to full color, like Dorothy stepping into Oz. And now that you're dropping the excuses, it's time to get super practical, starting with building a budget that actually works for you. Ready? Let's go! Budgeting sounds boring, right? But here's the truth, without it, your personal finance journey is like driving blindfolded. Think of it like that scene in Stranger Things where the kids are trying to fight the Demogorgon without a plan. Total chaos. Having a budget is your battle strategy. It's the foundation of smart money habits and a huge piece of developing a powerful money mindset. Start by tracking where every dollar goes for the next 30 days. Literally, every coffee, snack, or late-night Amazon order. Apps like Mint or Nab, you need a budget, make this super easy. Once you see the numbers staring back at you, it'll hit different. This is the moment financial psychology kicks in, realizing that what you track, you can control. Awareness is power. Now comes the fun part, cutting back on stuff that doesn't serve you. Cancel those random subscriptions you forgot about, limit Uber Eats, and set spending caps for non-essentials. Just like in Friends, when Joey had to tighten his budget but still found creative ways to have fun, yeah, that's the vibe. Redirect those saved dollars straight into savings or investments. This is how wealth building starts, one small choice at a time. And don't overcomplicate it. Keep your budget simple: income, essentials, savings, and fun money. That's it. Over time, you'll feel more in control, and honestly, that confidence spills into every area of your life. But hold up, budgeting is just step one. Next, you'll see how automation can make saving and investing feel effortless, like your money's growing on autopilot. Stick with me. Let's be honest, relying on willpower to save money never works long-term. It's like trying to diet with a fridge full of junk food. That's where automation comes in. Think of it like Tony Stark in Iron Man. He built systems that worked for him, even when he wasn't paying attention. Automating your savings and investments does the same thing for your personal finance life. It's one of the smartest finance tips you'll ever follow. Start by setting up an automatic transfer. Choose a percentage, 5%, 10%, whatever you can handle, and have it go straight from your checking account to a high-yield savings account or an investment platform like Vanguard or Fidelity. This builds powerful money habits without making you think twice. Every time you get paid, your future self gets paid first. That's financial psychology in action. If investing sounds scary, start small. Apps like Acorns or Betterment round up your purchases and invest the spare change. It's like the money version of The Office, slow and steady progress that adds up over time, just like how Jim slowly won Pam over. Over months, you'll notice your balance growing, and that sense of progress will keep you hooked. The magic? Once this system's in place, you're building wealth on autopilot. You won't feel the sting of missing money because it's already tucked away, working for you. And guess what? Now that your money's growing behind the scenes, it's time to level up even more. Next, we'll dive into how investing in yourself through learning can take your money mindset and your bank account to a whole new level. Let's get it! Here's the deal, if you're not learning, you're staying broke. Harsh, but true. Think about Good Will Hunting. Will had all that raw talent, but it took learning, mentorship, and action for him to unlock his real potential. Same with your personal finance game. The more you learn about money habits, financial education, and financial psychology, the faster you'll level up your income and mindset. Start with books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki or The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel. These aren't just finance tips, they're full-blown mindset shifts. Podcasts like The Dave Ramsey Show or Bigger Pockets Money are gold too. Listen while commuting or hitting the gym. Make learning part of your daily routine. Your brain's your biggest asset, feed it. But don't just stick to theory. Take action. Start applying what you learn immediately. Open that Roth IRA, build your emergency fund, or experiment with small stock market investments. It's like in Breaking Bad, not the illegal part, obviously, but how Walter White studied chemistry deeply before taking action. Your chemistry? Personal finance strategies that compound over time. And here's the wild part, once you start seeing real results from your learning, it creates a loop. The more progress you make, the more you want to learn, and the faster you grow. But here's something most people miss, even with all this knowledge, your environment plays a huge role in your success. That's exactly what we'll tackle next. because surrounding yourself with the right people can change your whole financial trajectory. Here's a harsh truth most people ignore: your bank account reflects the conversations you're having daily. Seriously, it's like that scene in The Pursuit of Happiness when Chris Gardner surrounds himself with successful, driven people at the stock brokerage. If you're always around folks who complain about money, hate their jobs, and think getting rich is impossible, guess what mindset you're absorbing? Start taking inventory of your circle. Who's talking about investments, side hustles, and money habits? Who's sharing finance tips or encouraging financial education? And if you don't have people like that around you yet, go find them. Join Facebook groups, hop on finance forums, or even follow personal finance YouTubers who inspire you. Fill your ears with voices that believe wealth is possible. Think of it like Stranger Things. You need your crew, the people who've got your back when things get tough. Your Money Mindset Squad should help you spot opportunities, encourage smart moves, and call you out when you're slipping back into bad financial psychology. Having just one or two people like that in your life can create massive momentum. And here's the kicker: once you start hanging out with financially positive people, your conversations shift. Suddenly, talking about passive income, investments, and smart saving strategies feels normal. The compound effect of this environment will push you forward faster than any solo hustle ever could. But here's the thing: when you finally get to that next level financially, there's one mindset check you absolutely can't skip, and that's what we're diving into next. Success can mess with your head if you're not careful. One day, you're stressing over rent, the next, you're closing deals and flexing new income streams. It's like in Rocky III, remember when Rocky gets rich and comfortable, and starts losing his edge? Same thing happens with your money mindset if you forget your roots. Staying grounded keeps you hungry and grateful. Keep reminders of where you started. Whether it's a photo of your old apartment, screenshots of your bank account balance when it was near zero, or even journal entries from tough times, these little things keep your financial psychology in check. It's not about guilt, it's about gratitude. That perspective shift helps you make better personal finance decisions even as your wealth grows. And let's talk giving back. Once you've built solid money habits and figured out how to make money consistently, look for ways to lift others up. Mentor someone struggling financially. Share finance tips with friends or family. Or maybe donate to organizations teaching financial education in low-income communities. Think of it like pay it forward, but with money and mindset. The craziest part? Staying connected to your past makes future growth feel more meaningful. When you remember how hard the climb was, you'll protect what you've built and stay motivated to keep leveling up. But here's the thing: all this mindset work means nothing if you're still stuck in the same financial behaviors. And that's why the next step is all about finally breaking free from that cycle for good. So, let's be real, staying broke isn't just about low income or bad luck. It's about holding on to toxic money habits and ignoring the financial psychology that's been dragging you down for years. You've just walked through mindset shifts that most people never even think about, let alone apply. Imagine what your life could look like 6 months from now if you actually start implementing these finance tips today. Seriously, picture checking your bank balance and smiling for once. If this hit home for you, don't just scroll away and forget everything. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications right now. Why? Because we're diving deeper into personal finance, how to make money smarter, build wealth habits, and level up your entire financial education. Every new video is another step toward that powerful money mindset you've been needing. And yeah, missing out on that? Not an option. And hey, if you're really serious about taking this to the next level, I've got something special for you. It's called Holistic Health. Nourish your mind, balance your finances, transform your life. Inside, you'll learn exactly how to create passive income streams, eliminate debt for good, and maintain mental clarity even when financial pressure hits hard. This isn't some fluffy advice, it's packed with specific, actionable steps that'll change how you handle money forever. Click the link in the pinned comment now and start transforming your finances today. It's your time. Check out the material in the pinned comment.